Hello, and welcome to Dakota News Now Online. I'm Donovan Miner. For almost 7 years, there's been an effort to get a new skate park built in Sioux Falls by Let's Skate, formerly known as the Sioux Falls Skate Park Association, and construction is set to begin as soon as July. Joining me today via Zoom for a web-exclusive interview is Executive Director of Let's Skate, Walter Ports. Walter, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So for those who may not know, what is Let's Skate and how did the organization start?
Well, Let's Skate is an organization that started with the idea that, first of all, we started as the Sioux Falls Skate Park Association with the idea that we would raise $500,000 to get a new skate park built in Sioux Falls. And, we kind of figured some things out along the way. We had some great help, and we parlayed that into raising with private donations and city money, $2.3 million that's going to be spent on the park. So pretty amazing, kind of got above and beyond what we expected.
When you started out fundraising, did you expect to get that kind of support?
Honestly, not a chance. I had no idea where we would end up. I thought 500,000 was a pretty lofty goal. I think that the other people that kind of started the organization with me felt the same way. And, things just kind of built over time and the vision became bigger. And we were really fortunate to have a city that was ready for it, and organizations throughout the city, companies, individuals throughout the city that were really ready to jump in with us.
And overall, it seems like it's been a pretty collaborative effort. How important are those partnerships and connections that you've made in the process?
It's funny, I joke that if it was up to me to go around and just ask for dollars myself, I probably would have raised like 100,000 or 200,000 by now. It really was critical, to get other people involved, other organizations involved. The Chamber of Commerce was critical. We got the community appeals slot with them. Also, can't forget to mention Maximizing Excellence that helped us build and sculpt our fundraising effort, and then helped kind of organize all of it. And then, of course, infinite amounts of individuals who've done everything from, worked at our events to doing big asks for us. I mean, we had a team of 75 people that were actually going out and asking donors for money during the process, and every one of those people played a part in getting to where we are.
So this has been a pretty extensive process. It's been going on since about 2016. In the new skate park, the blueprints were revealed last week. It's going out at 10th and Cliff. What's the timeline looking at from now until open?
So we will start construction July 1st. That's our goal. It's going out to bid in a couple of weeks here. Once that all comes back and is settled in, we should be getting going pretty quick. We had hoped to have it done in September or October, but realistically, we just had some delays in the design process, and we had to do some redesign work along the way. So we're hoping that it will be, I guess on the contract, it will say that it's substantially complete November 1st. When it's rideable after that is still a little bit up in the air. It just depends on how things go. What we're going to do is we're going to actually have a big event in the spring next year to kind of celebrate it, so that, the contractors can have the time they need to get everything done. It may or may not be rideable. I would assume it would be rideable before our event, but just to make sure we have plenty of time to get everything done, we're going to put that event sometime probably in June, I'm guessing.
And it seems like as time has gone on, it's grown to be more than just about building a new skate park. Another aspect of Let's Skate is building community through skateboarding, and it seems like you've taken what you've learned and you've brought that to other communities. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. So, we learned a lot from this. One of the big things that we got a lot of feedback on was from what's called the Skate Park Project. It was formerly the Tony Hawk Foundation. And they were really surprised in how we went about raising money and how much we were able to raise from private funds, and that we built something that was community wide. A lot of times these parks get built because one donor donates, like Des Moines, the majority of that big park was donated by one donor. But the fact that we were able to bring the whole community together to support the project and fundraise and grant write and all of these things together to build like a really robust platform, they were surprised with. and each community is a little bit different, but we kind of incorporated everything that everybody does to get things done. And so now we've expanded our vision a little bit. We're working on some programming locally, again, building community here locally in the city of Sioux Falls. Then we're also working on some things for the reservations in South Dakota. Trying to get some more. There are actually a bunch of smaller DIY parks that are built. So one of the things we'd like to do is help get boards into kids' hands, both in Sioux Falls and throughout the state of South Dakota. And then beyond that, taking what we've learned and, kind of giving advice and counsel to other young startup organizations that are trying to get skate parks built. And, we're still working on what form that takes. But it's pretty exciting to be engaged and really learning how different communities operate and how different cities see skate parks fitting into what they're already doing.
Well, Walter, thank you for joining me today. For more information on Let's Skate or how you can get involved, you can head over to lets-skate.com and give them a follow on social media. For Dakota News Now Online, I'm Donovan Miner. Thank you for watching.